Then another thing I want to start is a skincare series. I would like to start a blog. I just don't know where to start. And there's just like one big hump I need to get over in my personal like stuff, that's kind of like stopping me from even trying to start a blog. But I'm thinking about starting a blog, and if I do, I'll probably post this there. But just I want to do a skincare series, and I just want to say, to start with that, I my age. I don't have 48, and when I was in when I turned 20, I went to the library and I took like every beauty book out. I also became an Avon representative, and so I took beauty classes with them. And then I would say about 15 years ago, I took classes with Mary Kay. I'm a Mary Kay consultant. I just don't actively sell it, which I'm thinking about getting a web page from my Mary Kay, so that whoever wants to order can order via credit card. So anyway, I took classes with Mary Kay, and I still, if I find an article online or something, I'll check it out. But I believe I've said this before, but my beauty tip number one is cleanser. And you have to start your face clean. Not only is it going to take all the like grease and dirt out, but it's also going to take away the dead skin cells from your face. And I just read recently that taking away the dead skin cell brings out the inner glow, and it helps you look more youthful. So like even an artist, I've said this, an artist, when they have a canvas, from what I understand, they have to prep it, and they have to start with a clean canvas. So our face, if you want it to look its best, even if you don't wear makeup, if you want your skin to look its best, you really should get into a skincare routine. Even if you want to stay youthful looking as long as possible, you want to get into a good skincare routine. One of the things that I learned is you need to find a system that works for you. You need to find a skincare company that works best for you. One of the things I was told, and it makes sense, for example, if you use, I don't know, Lancome, and then you go to use Benefits skincare, just an example, that the products and the chemicals that are put into that could clash with each other, and you can get a bad reaction from that. So it's recommended that you stay within the same company. Once you learn what company's products work best for you, then you should stick to getting your skincare from that same company, from the same line. Everybody has different skin types. You've got your oily skin types. You've got, where your skin is always greasy and oily. I've had that for a long time. You might have combination. As I got older, it went from oily to now it's combination, where my T-zone is oily, but my cheeks are dry. And I noticed that the older I get, like my forehead doesn't seem to be as oily as it was before, but my nose, I still get acne. I still get acne on my nose. I guess where your sweat glands are on my chin, that still feels kind of greasy to me. So you can have combination skin. Some people might have combination of normal skin and dry skin, where you might have patches of dryness. You could just have normal skin, where you don't break out and you don't have dry skin, and you don't have a lot of oil. And then you could have dry skin, and then I've heard there's even people who have like extremely dry skin. And sometimes it might even you have to go to the doctor. Like if you just have really bad acne and no skincare is working, you might need a prescription from the doctor. Maybe they might even recommend a brand if you have really problem skin. But everybody has their own skin type, and everybody's skin is different, and what works for one might not work for the other. So, what works for me, I used to get really, really bad cysts on my chin. And a cyst is not necessarily like a pimple. My husband would, one of his quirks is that he used to think it was a pimple, and he just had to try and pop it. And I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you? Nothing's coming out of that. And it would just get really big, and sometimes even like if I messed with it a lot, it would get dry and like scabby, really bad cysts. And I had a friend that had her surgically removed, but they'll just keep coming back. So what I found was when I was in my 30s, because before that I stuck with Avon's Clear Skin, because I had really bad acne. Had a lot of, I have very oily skin. I had acne. It didn't stop when I turned 20. It went from my teenage years to my 20s and to my 30s. But then I started getting cysts in my mid-20s. And so in my 30s, I had discovered Mary Kay. And I was, a lot of people think of Mary Kay as their grandmother's makeup, So I decided to give it a try. I was at a point in my life where I had a toddler. I had a toddler and a baby, and I just needed something for myself. So I became a Mary Kay consultant, and I started using the skincare, because you get a discount when you're a consultant, and it cleared, I never got a cyst again. It cleared up my acne, it cleared up my cyst. So I used their oily skin line, because they had an oil control lotion that made my skin feel like silk. But, as I got older, I had to start using a combination of the Mary Kay for oily skin to the Mary Kay for normal skin, because my cheeks started, getting dry. So in the winter, I needed a little bit more moisturizing. And so I switched from the oily skin to the normal skin, depending on the season. But in the summer, in the humidity, I still found that what worked best for me was my clear skin. So I stuck with Avon's Clear Skin for the summer months, so for about 3 months maybe. And then fall and spring, I would be using my Mary Kay, for the oily skin, and then in the winter, I had to use for the normal skin. So, your skin is going to be different as you age. It's going to be different according to seasons. It's going to be different according to where you live. The skincare I used in New York, I had to change when I moved down to North Carolina. I had to change when I moved down here. And then the older I get, I'm finding that the clear skin might be a little bit too harsh. I don't use oil control anymore unless I mix it with an SPF that's going to give me more moisture, because I'm getting older. And because I'm in Texas, the sun is so harsh. And I thought, well, I'm going to need more of the oil control while I'm in Texas, but the sun is too harsh. I need more of a moisturizer now, so a deeper moisturizer. So it's going to change according to your age, according to the seasons, according to where you live. So you have to take, all of that into consideration. And there's skincare for every budget. I like Mary Kay was a little pricey for me, so I became a consultant so I can get my discount. And Avon it was more affordable, though now I noticed that they're getting more expensive. And I also noticed that they're changing their skincare line. Both Mary Kay and Avon are changing their skincare line, and so it's like you gotta start all over again sometimes. But that's just what I'm finding, is that you can find stuff for any budget. There's some people who believe that you get what you pay for. They don't want to get anything cheap. They want to go to the department store and buy the most expensive stuff. I don't think that's necessary, but if you've got the money, more power to you if you can afford it. So your skin, more benefits of skincare besides preventing acne, besides removing the dead skin cells, giving your skin a more youthful glow. You're also going to feel better. I can't stand, when I'm outside, when I'm home, I'm not wearing makeup. As soon as I come in from outside, the first thing I want to do is clean my skin. Unless I know we're going out again for some reason, my skin is all sweaty. I just want to come inside and just get my clear skin out, especially in the summer. I just want to clean that off. So yeah, so this is my skincare series that I'm going to be doing. My beauty tip number one, which is cleansing. So, next week I will work on, I'm going to talk about another cleanser that, that may be necessary for some people, and that's scrubbing.